Hey guys, so I'm just going to film this really quickly on my MacBook because I'm too lazy to take out my camera. Okay, it's like in there in the background. But I'm like filming a what I eat in a day video today, and yeah, I just thought I would, just something kind of I wanted to talk about separately. And basically, I don't know, like I've kind of had like these two moments the past few days where I've really realized something, and it's gonna sound incredibly cheesy, but I want to talk about it anyway. So, obviously, I've been traveling I haven't been home in months, like since May, and obviously people have traveled longer, but I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And yeah, I did work for like 3 months of that time, and I went to Bali in France, and I spent 2 months pretty much like on a very long vacation, I guess some people would consider it like that. And yeah, September was a really, really, really hard time for me because this was the first time in my life that I hadn't gone back to education in September, like that I hadn't gone back to some sort of institution, I guess you could call it, in September, because obviously I graduated from college in May, so I don't have college anymore. Well, not at the moment. And I was just thinking about it, like in September, I just felt so incredibly lost. Like I just felt like, I know that sounds really cheesy, but I just felt like I had no direction at all, and that I was like wasting my time, and that I shouldn't be traveling like this, and that I should be doing something really constructive and structured, and that just wandering around the world like this, eating fruit, doing yoga and cycling and hanging out with, my friends, that just wasn't good enough, that it wasn't good enough for anybody else. Like, how is it preparing for my future living this way? And yeah, like I was like, okay, when you get to Sydney, you'll get a job, and, you'll settle in straight away, and you'll have a structure, and you'll save lots of money, and yeah, you'll be able to tell your parents that you've got a good job, and your friends will see that you've got a good job or whatever, and other people will be like, right, she's got her shit together, and you'd be like, no more. I'd be like, oh, no more traveling for me because I've matured now and whatever. But yeah, I've been here 3 weeks now, and there are a lot of job opportunities in Sydney. Like, don't get me wrong, like, for this particular visa, I feel like there's quite a stigma, like the working holiday visa. There's quite a stigma around who will employ you, because they, a lot of businesses don't take this visa seriously, because there's obviously, like, the majority of people on this visa are backpackers that just want to work like in a bar for a few weeks, earn as much money as possible, and then either travel around Australia or spend it all on drink. Like, that's just what people do when they come over here. And, it's totally fine if you want to do that, go for it. But, like, my, like, kind of idea was to come over here and kind of find a good job and, settle down. And then when I got here, I realized that that's not really what I wanted, like, deep down. And, like, I'm not even sure, like, if I wanted to stay in Australia for more than a year. Like, there are so many other places I want to go. I realized that I missed college so much. I genuinely 100% do want to go back to college, and I'm glad that I've had like this like extensive traveling experience, because I always considered going back to college, but I never really knew if that was the right thing to do. But at least now I definitely do know that that's the right thing to do. But yeah, I just thought I would say that obviously all this going on in my head was kind of like stressing me out a little bit, and it was just making me not kind of take in what was going on around me at the time. It wasn't allowing me to enjoy my travels and things that I was seeing. I was constantly kind of like procrastinating this happiness, and I know that they say procrastination is the thief of time, and I've only really now kind of lived what that actually means. Because if I say, for example, if I'm in Bali or if I'm in Chiang Mai, and I'm constantly saying, oh, you can enjoy yourself once you're in Sydney and have a job, because right now what you're doing is not good enough. That's basically what my mindset was for the entire trip. And I wouldn't even like say it was a mindset. It was just something that I was going through. It was just like a process that I was going through. I just obviously had an amazing time, and I saw loads of things, and I did what I wanted to do. But yeah, there was still always that kind of worry that, all my friends were like asking me, are you working, or, what are you doing? And my mom was like, oh, you have to get a job, and like I had enough money to get by, and I was living like very cheaply. People don't understand like how little money you need in life to live like a very high quality of life. Not even high quality as in things and nice accommodation, but just to like be happy. For me, that's like, to have enough to be happy and get by. That's like quality of life for me, and doing what I want to and being free. Yeah, so the other day I was with a friend, and we were he was in Sydney for a few days. We decided to take a ferry to, some other part of Sydney, and it was like a 20-minute ferry ride or something. And it was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely beautiful. When the ferry was like bouncing along, like the harbour, and the weather was incredible. We got absolutely soaked. We stood right up at the front and got absolutely sprayed. I just thought the surroundings were absolutely beautiful and stunning, and I was just like, this is incredible. And then of course I had that, kind of feeling and thought creeping up on me that, what about your jobs? And because I still haven't I've been through several jobs, and I'm still sorting out exactly what I want to do here, what I want to get out of my time. I've been distracted by so many other people's plans. I feel like that I start thinking about these things whenever I'm in like a beautiful situation, or like something that I should be appreciating is obviously there. Then these thoughts start to creep in. So I was just there at the front of the boat, and obviously these feelings started to come in because I was thinking I wasn't, good enough or whatever, and then to enjoy this moment, because, I could only enjoy this moment when I had like my life sorted out. And then I just realized that, if I was standing beside like a millionaire, someone with like loads of money in the bank, we would still be in that same moment. We'd be still in the same environment. The same beautiful sun would have been there. The same lighting, the same surroundings, the same sea, the same houses, the same beach and sand, and everything would be the exact same. Whether in that like moment, whether I had loads of money or whether I had no money at all, and I felt like I could be entirely present in that moment and just appreciate everything and enjoy it, and it was okay. It didn't even matter. Like, any judgment didn't matter, and no one was, judging me, and the only person that was judging me was myself. I had the same thought yesterday. I quit my job yesterday, and like I hadn't been in it for too long, but I'd expected things from it that didn't materialize and weren't what I expected, and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh God, you still have your shit together, what are you doing with your life? And I was walking along to the bus stop, and there was a stunning sunset coming in through the skyscrapers in the city. And I remember thinking, whoa, that's stunning. Like, that light behind that building, it's incredible. I just wanted to be able to appreciate it and see it and have everything perfect in my life at the same time. It's just weird. Like, why can't we just experience what's in front of us there in that moment and appreciate it, and not have it like conditioned on what we're going to have in the future, what we don't have materialistically at that moment? Like, why? If there had been like a millionaire beside me, like watching that same sunset, it would still be the exact same sunset, like the exact same light behind the building for everyone, like for everyone walking past, and it was for everyone to appreciate. And that's pretty much what I live for, those beautiful moments and those beautiful scenes where, for example, when you see a light, bursting behind a skyscraper, or when you see the sunset and the mist down the streets in the middle of the CBD, like the city in Sydney. That's what I'm here for. That's why I came. I came to go to the beach and see like how incredible Bondi was and be there. And it's just incredible, like, that we can procrastinate and say, I can only enjoy this once I have these things. I'm not going to keep projecting like an appreciation of what's happening right now in the future. I'm not going to project gratitude into the future when everything will one day be perfect and when I have things sorted out. I'm not going to miss out on what's happening now because of that. Like, I know exactly what I want to do in my life. That's the thing. And I'm just all over the place. And half the time I have my head in the clouds. But what's most important for me, like, is to be able to experience and enjoy these moments. Like, that's what I did for. And yeah, I just kind of felt like spontaneously sharing this. And sorry for the bad quality on my Mac, but I was too lazy to set up my camera. So thanks for watching, and leave any comments or ideas or reflections in the comments below. If you get what I'm talking about, that would be awesome. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.